Hey Bandidos, ever wonder why those Sharen mains are so hardcore about this Descendant? It isn't just about outpost hacking, trust me. It's actually because she's got a stealthy, lightning-slinging powerhouse kit that has a role in every type of content the First Descendant offers. And now, with Ultimate Sharen dropping in Season 2 on December 5th, it's time for her to shine from Outpost Chore Doer to Tactical Electrical Queen. These are the top things you probably didn't know Sharen could do in the First Descendant. Let's do this.
Tux makes it exciting!
Ultimate Sharen is just around the corner, and she is coming with 2 insane new mods and a revamped skill set. Think 360-degree sword throwing with area of effect enhancements, stealth upgrades, and you guessed it, ridiculous fast cooldowns. So I'm going to share with you some things most players don't know Sharen can do, probably because most are just using her to hack those outposts. Am I right? But she's got so much more up her sleeves, some pretty fancy tricks. But so you know, any of these are subject to change with her revamp for Season 2. Alright, let's start with the banger. Did you know Sharen's Void Domination skill can hit enemies through walls? That's right. Solid walls, rocks, floors, ceilings, you name it. But you might not know this part. You can clear entire rooms of enemies you haven't even stepped foot in. Sharen mains love clearing rooms even before Bunny can get there. Enemies in this game can spawn in adjacent rooms sooner than you realize. So while they're still figuring out their next evil move, you're zapping them and they have no idea what hit them. It's like wall hacks, but totally legal. Speaking of stealth, let's talk about her near infinite active camouflage. Yep, her invisibility can basically be on a non-stop loop. Here's the trick. When you're in her ambush state, killing an enemy with the skill resets the camo. That means you can go stealth, hit, go stealth again, reposition, and hit again, all without breaking the sweat. Sure, there's a cooldown on the reset, but with a good build, it's almost unnoticeable. Sharen isn't just sneaky, she's untouchable. Ninja goals, anyone? Now let's talk duration. It's awesome with Sharen. And no, not just for her invisibility. Sharen's electric-based skills inflict electrocution, dealing damage over time to enemies who didn't get insta-killed. Like, those pesky bosses and tanky tanks. Here's the kicker. When you go invisible again, those zapped targets that are under electrocution, their electrocution damage doubles, so you can hit and quit and move on to the next. Chef's kiss. Plus, you save on mana because you're not spamming attacks. Just a little zap and dash magic. This is more helpful than you realize. Okay, real talk. Why is Sharen's third skill, Shock Nuts, so underrated? This thing can stun entire groups of enemies, freezing them in place for your next tactical move. You can follow up with a sniper shot or get up close and personal with her cutoff beam. Plus, with a mobbing build, you can spam the skill like no tomorrow. And what's really neat is that the stun is refreshable, so you can hold these mini bosses still perpetually while you beat them down. Enemies are too stunned to fight back, and this makes the battlefield yours. But commanders, the badasses at the end of the run, they are resistant to the stun, so it's just for their minions when you get to that stage. And here's the cherry on top, Sharen's Transcendent mod, Battlesuit Melting Rounds. This bad boy reduces enemy defense and electric resistance by a whopping 40%. Pair it with something like the Nazistra's hand cannon, and bosses turn into mush for your squad to mow down. It's a real unique and effective way to contribute to the team. Alright, Invasion runners, listen up. This one's a game changer. Did you know Sharen can obliterate all the tumors on those pesky pillars during invasion runs with a single strike? Yup, boom. Tumors gone. Pillars cleansed, and your teammates saying, wait, what just happened? Now you can all run in circles trying to find the right drone together. This makes invasion runs a breeze, especially those looking for speedy times. No need for a multi-step plan when Sharen's got this level of precision destruction. Your team will love you for this one. Here's a little known secret about Sharen that makes her an absolute beast in solo infiltrations and void boss fights. She can have infinite shields and instant shield recovery. Yup. You heard that right. The magic lies in Overcharged Edge, one of her Transcendent mods. Not only does it instantly top off your shields, but it also consumes up to 50% of your shield pool and converts it into more damage for ambush. We're talking about a jump from 100% damage to a whopping 150%. And don't forget, she's got another 15% more damage to enemies that aren't targeting her. For those 400% solo infiltrations where survivability and damage output are everything, this trick turns Sharen into a self-sustaining damage machine. Shields up, enemies down, and you're walking out unscathed. who needs backup when you are the backup? So if you haven't tried release cutting force lately, then here's another one for you. This Transcendent mod changes her number 1, which is called the cutoff beam. And what it does is turn it into a giant ninja star. You know how earlier I said her void domination can penetrate walls, rocks, and other solid objects? Well, this bad boy can too, and that makes her really lethal at both close and long ranges. You can basically spam her release cutting force in combination with her void domination, so her 1 and her 4, over and over and over. And pair this up with something like dangerous ambush or even decimator to get even more out of its punch. And I hope this gets you just a little bit more excited about that ultimate Sharen just around the corner. Catch you on the next one. Thank you for hanging out with me. My name is Tuxedo Bandido. That's Tito Bandido.
One and only.
And this was another episode of The First Descendant. If you found this video helpful, subscribe, like, and turn on notifications to ensure you don't miss out on the fantastic experiences waiting for you in The First Descendant. And if you like videos like this, check out the one I have recommended for you right here. If you have anything you want to see covered, be sure to let me know in the comments below. And thank you to all the channel members and donors who make everything possible. Tux Nation wouldn't be without you.
When you buy or download anything for The First Descendant, be sure to use Tux's creator code to support the channel. Easy peasy.
Follow me.